Hello, good morning, my dear students. This is Thiru sir, your SST teacher. So, welcome to the online classes of Sri Eknath Khadse Talent English Student School, Muktanagar. So, dear students, today we are going to learn the third chapter of the SST, that is the natural resource. So, dear students, first of all, we have to think what are the resource? Resource means what? Resource means something, energy. What we are using, what these all things is, these all are resource. Means from where we are getting some energy, some useful things to our living life. That is called resource. Are you getting my point? So in this natural resource, we are going to discuss. First point we are going to discuss the title. What it is? First point is natural resource. Second point we are going to discuss classification of natural resource. Next point is useful of natural resource. Use. And the fourth point is conservation of natural resource. Conservation of natural resource. So these are the main point of these lessons, right? So first of all, we are going to discuss what is the natural resource. So what the resource I mean energy, what you are getting from the nature, that is called natural resource. Just like you may see sunlight, air, water, hills, mountains. So these all are will coming under the natural resource. Just I am reading the content, then after actually I will explain to you. Listen to me properly. First thing, natural resources. Natural resources are provided to us by nature. Just some time before I have explained to you. This including soil, sunlight, rocks, minerals, plants and animals. We use the gift of nature to meet our daily needs. Okay. So what we are using in our daily lives. So these all the resources are the gift of nature. These all the resources, sunlight, rocks, water, and different minerals, different plants, animals, etc., etc., etc. Everything. These all are gift of the nature to make easier or better living life. In this purpose, we are using the things. So these are the things. Next, we are discussing. Listen to me. Early humans didn't know how to use this natural resource. Gradually, they learned to harness. Harness means, make control or make use to in different way. Make use in different way. That is called harness. So gradually, they learned to harness them to make useful things that made their life easy. Natural resources become valuable only when we are able to convert them into useful products. Waterfall are a gift of nature. Falling water has a great force. We use the force to generate electricity. So dear student, first means it was before, it was the natural resource, it was already before from the ancient peoples, means the ancient periods. But the ancient peoples, they don't know how to use all the natural resources properly. Gradually they came to know the control the resource, each and everything, how to use in our lives to make better. In this way, different way they used. Then after, waterfall is a great gift of God. Waterfall is the great gift of God. Why? Because when the water fell into from high places, it conquered a great force. That great force nowadays is changing into protects electricity. This is the main things. Next, there are still some resources in the world are unknown to use to us, or we are unaware of how to harness them. Still now, means we also didn't use all the resources. Some resources are also present which we couldn't use till now. The resource searching is going on. Next, so in this way, the other hands, they have been sprayed from the environmental damage or often. So something what maybe this is given for you. Which you can control it and you can process it. In this way, means though you couldn't use properly, so many countries in the world have not been able to completely use the natural resources. That's why these countries have remained poor. Have remained economically backward. On the other hand, they have been spread from environmental damage that often goes hand in hand with the exploitation of these natural resources. So those countries try to able to about to 60%. So definitely the country will develop. But some countries still today also they couldn't able to spread. They couldn't able to use the natural resources. That's why they till today they remain economically backwards. That's why if a country develop, the main reason is to how to use the natural resources in a proper manner or in a proper way. In this way, the economical level or growth day by day. So my dear students, this classification of natural resources has been two types. That is, wait. So that are the things. So now just to write down these things, then let us go discuss the classification of the natural resources. First we are going to discuss natural resources. The students, generally natural resources has been divided into natural resources has been divided into two types. One is living resource or biotic resource. Living resources or biotic resources. First things. Second thing is non-living resources or abiotic resources. Second thing is non-living resources or abiotic resources. This is the main things. So first we're going to discuss what is living resources and what is non-living resources or abiotic resources. First things, we have to discuss the natural resources. Has been, I told you, two types. One is living resources and another one is non-living resources. So living resources means what? Living resources means animals, plants, trees, crops. So these are called living resources. Living resources. Just like, listen to me. Natural resources are divided into two types: living and non-living resources. Living resources generated if the conditions are favorable. Example of living resources are forest, crops, grass, wild and domestic animals, etc. Just like I told you, in living resources it is generated if it is favorable. So that is example: crops, animals, grass, plants, trees, and animals, wild animals and domestic animals also. So these all are comes under the living resources or biotic resources. Now we are going to discuss non-living resources. What is non-living or abiotic resources? Non-living resources include land, water and air, which we can reuse. Just like these are inexhaustible, they are called renewable resource. Means repeatedly we can use it. Just like water, once if used, again we can use next time also. So repeatedly the things which resource used, that is called renewable resources. Minerals, fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum are also non-living resources. However, they are exhaustible. Such resources cannot be replaced as they take millions of years to form. That's why they are also known as non-renewable resources. Listen to me here. So this is the non-living resources. Non-living resources, different things as air, water and different things will come. Resources, mineral resources, different kinds of things will come under the non-living resources. Understand? But among them, some renewable resources and some non-renewable resources. In this also has divided two types. One is renewable resources, another one is non-renewable resources. Renewable resources what? Air, water, land. These are called renewable, means we can reuse it. But these things, something petrol, diesel, coal. So once we used, it has been complete. Once we can't repeat it. We can't reuse it. Once if completed, again it will take 1000 or 2000 years time to again to make the fossil fuels or petrol, whatever maybe. It will take more times. That's why it is exhaustible resource. This is inexhaustible resource. Inexhaustible means which existed frequently, constantly, immediately. That is called renewable resource. Now we are going to discuss what is using, means use of the natural resource. Using means different way you are using, isn't it? So let you see the content first, then I will explain to you. Use of the natural resource. Natural resources are important for the development of growth industries. All the natural resources are not renewable, so we must use them carefully, right? Some natural resources can be used directly by human beings, or the resources need to be preceded before they can be used. For example, we use air and water directly, whereas minerals that are found in the form of ores have to be refined into useful items before they are used, right? So one thing, listen to me. In the natural resource, in that natural resource there are many types of things we are using. So according to the using, we have to using in different two types way. Means some natural resources are there which is we are using directly, just like you can water we are using directly, sunlight we are using directly, air we are using directly. So these resources we are using directly, but some resources are present, some natural resources are present which is we cannot use directly. It is came from ore. Ore means some just like raw materials, right? Ore means raw materials. We have to refine it. We have to changing into different categories. Then after we are using. So petroleum is taken out from the earth a crude form. It is refined into various forms such as diesel, petrol, kerosene, and lubricants, greases. So these products are then used in human and industries, home and industries. For example, people use diesel and petrol as fuel in vehicles. LPG and CNG are also used home and industries. In the 18th century, coal and steams were useful energy source. So these days, petroleum and CNG are used. Today, demand for natural resources is growing due to the increasing populations. Thus, scientists are trying to find alternate resource. For example, the sun is an important source of energy. So my dear students, listen to me. So according to the use, I have told you before that some resource which is used directly by the human beings, and some resource which we are getting, that is we are getting as a raw materials. That means we can't use directly. So what we have to do, we have to refine that, and we have to changing into different categories. Then after we are using, just like suppose for example petroleum we are getting from the earth in a crude mode, crude positions. So what we are doing, we are refining it, and we are getting from that diesel, petrol, kerosene, and grease. So this type of things we are getting. So when the crude petroleum changing into this categories, these things is, then after we are using to our homes and different type of factories and industries. So in this way we are using the natural resource indirectly by making some other things. So are you getting me? I hope you understand. But though the population has been increasing day by day, so the requirement also increasing day by day. That's why our today's scientists, what they're doing, they're finding some alternative resource from the sun. Are you getting me? So everybody knows that sun is the house of energy, isn't it? This way our scientists are searching the alternative source which must come from the sun. Next we are going to discuss so what is the sun, what you are getting from the sun. Directly solar energy will always be available to us. Solar energy can be trapped during the day with the help of the solar panel. Various home appliances can be run by solar power. For example, solar pressure cooker, solar water heater, etc. Solar energy doesn't cause any pollution. Thus, it can be rightly called the resource of the future. So, the students, listen to me. So, though the population has been increasing, that's why the energy also required more and more from previous. That's why today's scientists, what they're doing, they are searching for the alternative resource. They're searching for alternative resource to the people, that our life, living life should be easier. That's what they did. The different type of, they wants to take the solar energy directly from the sun. By that energy, we can do all the things is what we use day by, means daily in our lives. So in this way, we can use different process, just like you can use for solar pressure cooker, solar water heater. In this way, different items we started to develop to capture the solar energy. So in this way, and this is the main things means positive. What are the positive? By this, by the using of the solar energy, we can't get any pollution in the atmosphere, and we can't make pollution to the atmosphere. That's why I think it is very essential and very good for our environment. So that's why it is called the future of the world. Which one? Solar energy research is the future of our earth. So in this way, we have to use the solar energy. Now, the research which is already present, so according to the today's uses and everything, definitely it will complete after some years. So that's why if we want to keep something for our next generation, so what type of steps we have to take in, that we are going to discuss now. I mean, how we have to save the natural resource. Are you getting my point? For the next generations. So let me say, conservation of the natural resources. How we can conserve, how we can save the natural resource. So first I am going to read the content, then after I will discuss to you. Rich countries are using more natural resources than poor countries. Developing countries need to depend more on natural resources for their growth and development. Densely populated countries such as India, China and Indonesia need large amount of the natural resources. The rising demands for the various natural resources has made them scarce in these countries. For example, cutting of trees, of killing animals, of endangering many species of plants and animals. Lots of species are already extinct or damaged or endangered. Some species of monkey and birds are already extinct from India. Dolphins in the river Ganga are also facing the dangers of extinction. The quality of air, water and land resources is degrading due to their overuse and misuse. For example, we dump garbage at open place and in water bodies. This pollutes air, soil and water, pollute water and air, harmful for living beings. Our natural depends upon our ability and maintain and preserve our natural resources and exploit in them such manner that it causes minimum damage to the environment. So what means the population, the people, how they use it and how they exploit it and how they damage to our environment by using these all the resources. Means natural resources means just I have told you that is living things and non-living things also. So what is the main things? Peoples, whenever they're using different things, they're using over. What exactly they have to use, they're using more than that. That's why this was the main problem for next generations, those who. So what happened to you? That's why means different peoples, the population also increasing day by day. According to the population requirement also increasing day by day. That's why they are using and they are exploiting to our society or our atmosphere. So gradually what is happening? Gradually the water, air and land, each and everything became endangered and damaged. And gradually it is getting more polluted than before. So if it is going on in this way, the same manner, we can't get, means our next generation people, so they cannot get to see any animals. and they cannot get the natural resource like petrol, diesels, it will completely exist from the earth. That's why, the students, what we have to do, therefore it is an important that we use natural resources carefully and wisely. It is our responsibility to provide our future generation with the abundance of quality natural resources. Why? Because though we are the past of the future generation, that's what we have to do. We are the responsibility to save the natural resources to the next generation, those who are coming in future. This way, we should use all the natural resources carefully and wisely. How much you require, that much only you have to use. Are you getting my point? What I'm saying? How much we require, that much only we have to use. Then after we have to save it for the next generation peoples, and otherwise they will scold to us, they will wise to us. So in this way we have to keep the resource properly. Okay, but student, I hope you understand properly. So natural resources is very, very important, not only for us but also for our the next generation people, and we have to keep for them and we have to save for them, which we can get more profit, and we have to use in a careful manner, and in a wisely we have to use it. Which one? The natural resources. Are you getting my point? Okay. So I hope this lesson has completed. So I hope everybody understand properly and clearly. So wherever you have any doubt or any confusion, definitely you may call to me. Definitely I will assist you for the questions. Okay. So my dear students, we will meet in the next classes. So till then, keep smiling and keep watching. Bye bye.